In the first chapter of the Gospel of Mark, a leper comes to Jesus to beg him for healing. Now, in that day, leprosy and lepers were considered to be quite literally untouchable. You were supposed to keep your distance from them, or else they could give you their condition. But Jesus does not move away from the leper. Instead, Jesus moves towards him and touches him. And in doing so, Jesus actually gives him his condition of well-being. The text says that the leprosy left the man and he was made clean. Now, there are so many beautiful things about this story. Jesus' refusal to treat someone as an outcast, the contagious nature of Jesus' love, which overrides and overcomes the leper's condition. And then there is the way that Jesus sends this man to the priest in order to be restored to his community. And it is extremely moving to see the ways that Jesus connects with the leper in this story. So often, when we encounter something overpowering in our lives, and leprosy in that day was an overpowering condition, not only physically, but also socially, in rendering someone an outcast. When we encounter something overpowering in our lives, we can a lot of times tend to do one of two things. We can run away from the thing that is overpowering, or we can become fused with it. We can cut ourselves off from it, or we can become blended with it. Neither of these options is particularly helpful. This can happen in our interactions with people. In all of our lives, there are certain people who can affect us very intensely and very powerfully. Parents and siblings can do this. Supervisors and colleagues at work can do this. And we can just encounter people in the ordinary course of our lives who can evoke an intense and overpowering reaction in us. And sometimes, to manage the intensity of these personal experiences, we may, on the one hand, cut the people off. We can avoid them. We can withdraw from them emotionally and withdraw from the relationship. Or, on the other hand, we can go the other way, and we can blend with them so that when they are happy, we are happy, and when they are upset, we become upset. Neither of those things is particularly helpful. A third thing that we can do is what Jesus does with this leper. We can move towards the intense experience or the intense person who is evoking an intense reaction in us. We can move towards them and we can unblend from them. We can connect with them from our heart rather than fusing with them and taking their condition on as our own. And when we are connected with each other, with others, but are able to unblend from them, when we are able to be present with others without taking their condition on as our own, something happens. When we are able to connect with others without blending with them, it's as though space is opened up in that interaction, and within that space, the Holy Spirit can begin to flow. And when the Spirit flows, healing can happen. Healing of all kinds. So, friends, when you encounter intense experiences or intense people who evoke intense reactions in you in your life, see if you can stay connected with them but unblend from them. Move towards them but unblend and remain connected from your heart rather than taking their condition on as your own, and see if the Spirit begins to move in that space. We'll see you soon.